What's going on everyone? This is Calvin Ryan Leung, and in this video I'm going to talk about traveling London in 2 days in under £100 for attraction and food. Hopefully you take some tips away from this video and get the most bang for your buck. I'm going to separate this video into 3 different segments. The first segment is going to be about traveling from the airport into the city. The second segment is about transportation within the city itself. And the third segment is about the attraction and food places. If you want to skip to any of these respective portions, then look into the description box for the respective timestamps. I've also included a very specific itinerary that you could download for free. I followed a very specific order in the attraction places that I went to minimize the amount of energy and walking that I needed to use. Again, you could download this in the description box below, okay? So we'll get started, but if you do enjoy this video, please drop a like and subscribe. And if you have any other tips, please comment below so we could help each other save money and travel better. Let's get started. There are many options when transporting from Heathrow Airport to central London. I have a chart here labeling the most common options, which vary in time and price. My family and I chose to take a coach as we had numerous carry-ons and check-in bags, but the choice is up to you. I've left a link to the website and itinerary where you can find more specific information on these options. Next up, getting around the city. One of the easiest ways to travel about the streets of London is to get an Oyster card, which is a tap-on and tap-off card for the underground tube, buses, and other means of transportation. The Oyster card can be found at the underground stations, including the one at the airport. The card requires a £5 deposit, but at the end of your trip, you can return the card to receive your money back. The nice feature of the Oyster card is a daily cap within specific zones, with central London being Zone 1. The daily cap for this zone was £7 per person per day, no matter how many times we rode transportation. For 2 days in London, we found putting £15 to £25 per person as a safe amount. I used exactly £15. They also offer 1 day or 1 week travel cards depending on your needs, which you can find on their Oyster card website that I provided in the itinerary. Alright, so you settle into your hotel and one of your first thoughts might be to get some food. And what's a better place than to get food than at London's oldest food market? At the Borough Market, you can find many domestic and international vendors selling a variety of delicacies. And some of my favorites have to be the seafood risotto, meat pie, and hot sausage roll. I really enjoyed the variety in this market, especially because you can find so many contrasting flavors. Whereas a dish of seafood might be more savory, you can find an opposite dish like patisseries or desserts to contrast that with sweetness. I did feel that some of the dishes were kind of small for their price, but in total, I spent about £19.5 for 3 to 4 dishes and fresh juice. After some food, you can walk 15 to 20 minutes from the Borough Market to view the Tower Bridge. In London, there are many bridges popularized by their architecture, but the Tower Bridge would be one of the more popular ones. You can go up this bridge for about £10 per person for a glass walkway and exhibit, but my family decided not to for a better view elsewhere that I'll explain in a moment. If you're lucky, you can catch a glimpse of many tourists being amazed at how this bridge opens, but I guess I'm guilty of this myself. This next attraction is where you can get a better view of the city for free. Sky Garden is an enlarged glass dome 15 minutes away from the Tower Bridge and features London's highest public garden with a bar and restaurant. Again, access is free, but you need to book online well in advance. London Eye, it looks like it's about a 20-30 minute wait, but 我唔知啊，半個鐘咁啦。Okay, that might be an exaggeration, but at number 4 we do have the London Eye. Due to its popularity, yes, wait times can take up to 30 minutes or more, depending on the time of day and season. It took us about 20 minutes one August evening, and since it wasn't too long for us, I felt it was worth it for the 20 to 30 minute ride. You get a great 360 view, especially of the Palace of Westminster, and it also makes a great proposal spot up too if you're looking for ideas. Someone literally proposed next to me as we were at the top, and it was like a scene straight out of a movie. Anyways, you can purchase a ticket to the London Eye for about £27 per person online, or right at the site for £30. In London, you will easily find a fish and chips restaurant anywhere you go, Fish Kotek being one of them. I've heard from some of the locals that many of these restaurants are very similar. They sell different types of fishes in medium or large, and some of these restaurants sell dishes to go at a much cheaper price. In total, I spent about £14 at this restaurant. I started off my second day with a couple more notable mentions. I'm not going too much in depth, but these include Hyde Park, which is London's largest royal park. Oh goodness, this is... Wish we had this in Toronto. This is like such a beautiful date spot, I would say. And of course the Buckingham Palace, which you can see the changing of the guards on certain days. And also its staterooms to explore the lavishly furnished palace and seek out royal treasure on display. I've left the website in the itinerary. And of course, who doesn't like a little shopping? And if you do, we have Oxford Street. This is one of Europe's busiest shopping streets, so avoid this if you don't like the crowds. Otherwise, you can come here to experience an unrivaled shopping experience, lined with many flagship stores from fashion, beauty, and tech. So there are many museums to see in London, but you will find that the British Museum is one of the most popular ones, at least based on online reviews such as TripAdvisor and recommendations from the locals as well. Known in London as the Museum of the World, you can find many ancient antiques here, collections of art, and over 2 million years of human history. You can easily spend up to a day or two here, but the museum does offer a paper guide to go to their must-see artifacts within a 2 to 3 hour time span, which I spent, that was the amount of time I spent myself. Based on TripAdvisor, Prime Gelato is one of the top gelato places to go in London, and it's very obvious why. Its cream has a very natural color to it, which is an important indicator of authentic gelato. It's flavorful, and best yet, it's only a 2-minute walk from the British Museum. The owner comes straight from Italy and has a wide selection, including Sicilian pistachio, which is quite the rare find. £3 well spent. Closer to the end of our second day, we had 2 more notable mentions. We had a short walk at Piccadilly Circus, which felt like New York's Times Square with its neon lights. It's known to be an iconic street, and there were many stores to shop for souvenirs here. Harrods was another shopping extravaganza with many top brands. It was a beautiful department, but the items are like the most expensive brands you can find. So, I mean, it was a nice visit, but you may find that you have better attractions to go to if you're here for a short stay. And that wraps up my trip to London in 2 days. I was able to keep my costs for attractions under £100, but with groceries for morning breakfast and souvenirs, I came to a total of £102. I included living accommodations last, as this is subject to change in different seasons or the type of accommodations that you book. For a 3-star hotel right next to Central Station, I spent £39 per person per night, giving us a grand total of £180 per person. Again, don't worry about this, you can definitely find cheaper options for living accommodations, but I took into consideration of my family's walking capabilities and pickiness as well. And that wraps up our London vlog. If you have found this helpful, please drop a like and subscribe. And once again, if you have any other tips that I've missed, please drop a comment so we can help each other save money and travel better. Until next time, see you.